All right, so today we're going to look at CCL. The reason I chose CCL for today is because we had a big day on it. I mean, it was up I think it was up 5% at some point. So Carnival is going to be one of those ones that's going to roll with everything else that is kind of vaccine driven. And as we know, as of course people that have been following Everything Money for a while, CCL is one of those companies that does have its volatility. It goes for big runs to the upside and the downside. So today, pretty much all of the cruise lines did some kind of run. And the reason was right over here, the CDC has issued new guidance and they've kind of said that low risk people can go back to traveling on cruises and whatnot. So this is going to be very interesting to see how long this lasts. My biggest thing about CCL has always been, it's not so much, yes, it's that the vaccine is coming and that people can go back on ships, but it's not only filling up ships, but it's filling up ships at prices that they were before the pandemic. So putting everybody on a boat and getting for 50% off, that's half the revenue. So until we get back to normal revenues with normal guests on ships, that's, I think, when these cruise lines will be doing something really big. So Royal Caribbean, you can see, was up 4% today. Carnival, of course, is at 11 o'clock Eastern. Carnival, 5.5%. Norwegian, 7.5%. So one more thing that I just wanted to point out to you guys, especially those who are trading in the bid and ask nation, is earnings reports. So Wednesday is earnings for Carnival. And the only reason I say that is because we need to be careful with trading earnings. You guys know that when I'm trading, I am not trading earnings. If I'm investing, that's a whole different story, like a value play. But from a trading perspective, I don't want to be in earnings because I don't want to be caught with my tail between my legs, and earnings are very good and the forward-looking statements are poor, or investors react poorly to, for whatever reason, and the stock goes in the opposite direction. So good earnings does not always mean a good result of stock price. Bad earnings does not always mean a bad result in stock price. Earnings are a crapshoot, and it's just how the public reacts to it. So the point of that little spiel was earnings are Wednesday. Be careful with it. Know what you're doing and be prepared. So let's go over to the long-term chart and kind of see how we're going to trade this. Now, of course, I'm going to zoom out like I always do. And for CCL, it's important. This is kind of your gold standard right now in this market for a 50% roll stock. You have your high, you have your low, and you have that middle ground. And CCL cannot break through it. It tried back here in beginning of the summer of 2020, kind of popped up a little bit in December. It has tried pretty recently a couple of times, still nothing. So the 50% rule is very powerful. It has a lot of this area over here is called overhang, and it's just basically negative pressure that's pushing down on the stock. Now, why is that? When you do get falls like this, the people that were in this stock say, if I could just get 50% of my money back, I will be happy. So first run comes up, you get a little, maybe 30 to 50%, and people take their profits or they take their loss, whatever, recoup a little bit, stock price falls back down. Again, the people that did not exit here say, if I can just get back to that same point around here, I'll exit my position, let it go. And there you go, falls back down. So we're kind of doing that same thing again. The good thing about CCL is that it's going to eventually have the news that it needs to push through and get the stock price getting back to at least mid 40s, maybe 50s, but all-time highs, I don't know. But that is the good thing that CCL has going for it. Big, very news-driven. So let's zoom in and see how we can play this thing from a long-term perspective. Now, with CCL, I do not recommend going short on it. And the reason is actually, it has nothing to do with my long-term chart. It has to do with my my daily chart. And that's that CCL holds its moving averages very well. So you can see going back 3 months, except for this little area right here, we didn't really dip below the 50 and 25-day moving average. We kind of just stayed there, stayed above it, tried to get below again, pulled back up. So it holds moving averages very well. So I'm going to look and actually just see what are my moving averages. 24.58 is my 50-day moving average, and the stock price right now is 28.11. So for me, even if I am shorting this, I would want to take out this low of last week, this candle right here. So, but even getting engulfing candlesticks down to that 50-day moving average, I mean, there's not much room to run. I don't think that the juice is worth the squeeze. But let's pretend that you do want to do this long term, and I'm going to help you with it anyway. So we're short. If you want to, wait until you get engulfing candlesticks coming down like so. As soon as you take out this low right here, you can go ahead and add to your position and go short. I do think you're going to find support level here, right there, and I think you're going to find another support level right here. So just be very careful with trading CCL. Short, if you want to, use stops. Of course, this is very news driven, so we're going to have to pay attention to that. Swing trade from the daily chart. I don't mind because it's over all of our major moving averages. That's great. If we can just get some green candlesticks to move up like this, and we can get up to this 30 area again, even if it does bounce off of that, it'll probably bounce back down to $28, and you'll just kind of keep going back and forth in this $2 range, and that's great for a swing trade. You can make some pretty good money doing that. So, yeah. Now let's go over to our 15. So remember, on our 15, I'm always just trying to teach you guys how to day trade over here. Obviously, it's not live 10 o'clock at night. So the biggest thing to remember is, and I'm going to use this, excuse me, I'm going to use this day over here. Let's see here. That box that I just drew is between 80 and 100. So remember, that 80 and 100 number is my percent K right here, which is showing 20 right now, because that's where the trend is at this moment on CCL. Now, when we're day trading, remember, we want to be between 80 and 100. We want our red line to be going back and forth, just bumping around in this area, waiting to get, that's where you make gains. So as long as that's going like that, you're getting good engulfing candlesticks over and over with consistent volume that's growing, you will do well. As soon as this red line drops below 80%, you take your profits and you run and you're happy. Conversely, when you're going short, let's see if we have a short. We don't really have a short anywhere in here. But to go short, it's between 0 and 20. You want your stochastic to be between 0 and 20. Your red line just kind of bounces around like this. As soon as it pops over 20, on your percent K of 10%, you're gone, sell your share, or buy your shares back to cover and move on. So that's really it for a day trade. As far as, do I think that CCL is a good day trade? I don't know. It is. It has its volatility. The issue that I have with it, even if we're looking at yesterday, so this was today's movement, and this was the overnight trading. Anything gray is pre and post market. All of this movement happened overnight, and you can kind of see that our stock price during the day didn't really do anything. And actually, the majority of the day was spent in between 20 and 80, which is no good for any kind of day trade. So yes, CCL is volatile, but CCL has a lot of pre and post market moves, not a lot of intraday moves. Not saying you can't do it, but maybe it's not the best stock for you. So let us just do a quick recap of what to do. So my recommendation would be not to short CCL, just because I don't think it's a good idea, but that is up to you. If you would like to do it, make sure you're getting red engulfing candlesticks. You need to take out this low right here. And as soon as you get a candlestick like that, you can go ahead and add your short. I think you'll see a support line here and a support line here, about $21. From a swing trade perspective, I like it is if you can just keep making engulfing candlesticks that move up like that for you. I do think you'll face resistance at $30 and it'll bounce back down. And I think you'll probably just bounce between $27, $28, and $30 for a while. until you get some good news that really propels this thing out. I'm sure that's going to be vaccine driven or revenue driven. The following one, the last one is our 15-minute chart day trade. Just remember, you want to be between 80 and 100 with your trend line going long with good engulfing candlesticks like these ones, consistent volume, you'll be good. If you want to go short, between 0 and 20, red line bounces around in here. As soon as red line pops over 20%, exit the position. With that, you would have red engulfing candlesticks down like that, good selling volume, and you would be good from there. So that's it for CCL. I know a lot of people in the Bid and Ask Nation have it, so you guys just be careful with your earnings, follow your rules, and you will continue to make money. Those of you that are not in the Bid and Ask Nation, come join us. You'll make a lot of money day trading, swing trading. We just bought a new stock today as an entire group. I'm not going to tell you what it is because you got to join the nation, but you will, it's $61 right now, full access to me, full access to the Discord community. It is really incredible, the ideas that everybody's bouncing off of each other. And of course, you get access to the Everything Money software that was originally created for Paul and myself to invest our family office's money. And you guys are going to get that for free with your subscription, as long as you're a patron. And don't forget, we're giving away two Teslas, which is absurd. We are giving away 2 Tesla cars. So hopefully, if you're in the Bid and Ask Nation, you win. But if not, Patreons, you're automatically entered to win. I can't wait to see 2 patrons driving Teslas that we give them. It's going to be incredible. So you guys have a great night. Well, it's actually morning that you're going to be seeing this. So you guys have a great day. Good luck trading this. Just be smart with it. Looking pretty good for a swing trade. You guys have a great day. Talk to you soon.